And the person told her, how do you know if God didn't put you here so other nations can come? Voilà, ou pas connaît si c'est pas l'autre nation, bon Dieu a voyé venir ici avec nous. Pour adorer avec nous. M'a dit c'est, m'a connaît. Mais so far, le regarder passer là ici, pas vrai? Il y a l'autre nation, il y a somebody who is not from Haiti, who is worshiping with us. I pray this is the first, but not the last. Amen. So when we speak English, we may have an accent, but I think people who want to understand, they can understand, right? Amen. And tout le monde qui là, qui parle anglais, l'on parle anglais, on va parler anglais même j'ai blanc. On parle en façon, il y a un monde qui veut comprendre, il est capable de comprendre. I am asking you to open your Bibles in the book of Proverbs. And I think if God's willing, every third Sunday now I will preach in the book of Proverbs. And Brother Elijah, I really would like you to give me the best mix, and I really would like you to record the sermon on the CD. Last week, we only have 20 minutes of the sermon. Put the CD, because when we put it on YouTube or Facebook, we want the sound from the system instead of the sound from either the iPad or whatever we use to record the video. I'm going to read from verse 23 and going through chapter 5. We will start at verse 2. Proverbes, chapitre 4, verset 23, jusqu'à chapitre 5, verset 2. Proverbs chapter 4, Proverbs chapter 4, Proverbs chapter 4. We have many English Bibles. We provided them for you. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23 to chapter 5, verse 2. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. Put away from you a deceitful mouth, and put devious speech far from you. Let your eyes look directly ahead, and let your gaze be fixed straight in front of you. Watch the path of your feet, and all your ways will be established. Do not turn to the right nor to the left. Turn your foot from evil. My son, give attention to my wisdom. Incline your ear to my understanding, that you may observe discretion, and your lips may reserve knowledge. Amen. Now, I promise that most of the sermon will be in English, because it is third Sunday. But while I was preparing the sermon, I realized that I not only have to speak with the young people, but I also have to speak with the older generation. So you will excuse me if I interject Creole and French into the sermon, because I would like everybody to leave here with a good understanding, and the time will not be lost. We propose this morning to speak about the necessary ingredients for a fulfilled life. Nous allons parler maintenant de ingrédients nécessaires pour capable gagner une bonne vie. Une vie qui fleurit, fulfill life. Now we can understand that the book of Proverbs is a practical book. Most of it is written by Solomon. And you will see in many parts of the book, it starts as if he is addressing his son. And today we don't only have sons, we have daughters. So what I'm saying, what I'm reading, my son, please understand that daughter, nephew, niece, people, everybody is included. Tout le monde la donne. L'aime dit mon fils, Jean Bible là, mais m'a parlé avec tout le monde. Et le livre Proverbes là is a very practical book. It is one of the book of wisdom. And wisdom here, it is practical wisdom. It is not so much a theological book, but it is a book of wisdom. It is a book that teaches men and women how to live in life. How to live a life that is not only pleasing to God, but also life that is rewarding while we are living on earth. So, les proverbes, ou appliquer ça qui est là-dedans, non seulement ou a une vie qui fait bon Dieu plaisir, mais aussi ou a la vie qui fleurit. Ou a la vie pendant qu'on vit sous ça, parce que les proverbes tellement de bons bagages là-dedans, qui adresse la vie de tous les jours, soit appliqué, et nous va voir la vie, il fleurit. Et c'est dans le livre Proverbes là que nous jouons un verset qui dit train up a child, instruis l'enfant sur la voie qu'il doit suivre. Proverbe 22, verset 6. Train up a child. Why am I saying this? As a matter of introduction, I will want my fathers, I will want the mothers to understand that it is a priority that we teach our children. I want you to understand that whatever you do, if it's a good thing, it is good to involve your children in it. I was very happy this morning when I see young people coming in. Jean Ben Desol, he had a mic, and everybody could hear him. Sing about it. No matter the benediction, everybody could hear him. And everybody else who were involved in the service, you could see that c'est ça nous connaît, c'est l'évangile nous connaît, because this is what we do as Christians. It is important that our children, they are involved in. This is a way to train them. This is a way to teach them. See, say, I do not wish to offend anybody. But if we were involved in witchcraft or in voodoo, but we are Christians. That's what we do. But not only in our faith, we have to involve our children, but also in what we do in life. My father was a tailor, but he never taught me how to cut a piece of shirt or sew a pants. But that would have been a good thing. But when there is a mechanic, I'm not saying Elijah should be a mechanic, but at least he should know what his father is doing. Vous l'avez? Are you with me so far? So it is good because in Jewish culture, ça pas pour hier, c'est ça qu'on devenu. So it is good to teach them and to teach them the right teaching. When you look at verse 20, where Solomon is saying, my son, give attention to my words. Faites attention à l'enseignement que m'a baou yo. Incline your ear to my saying. Tendez. Pour qui ça? Parce que expérience que m'te fait, whether good, moi vous fait autour, mais si au bad, m'pas vous fait. Est-ce qu'on la même? When you are a very conscientious father or mother, there are things that went bad in your life, you do not want your children to experience it. So bad to experience, how are they going to know? It is by the fact that you sit them down and you talk to them, you teach them and you tell them, this way is good, go this way, that way is bad, do not go that way. Just on there are two ways. The way of the righteous and the way of the wicked. So if you don't show the young people the way of the righteous, I guarantee you 100% of the time, leaving them by themselves, they will choose the way of wickedness. C'est comme ça le monde dit. They will montrer au bon bagay, you will aller pour ça qui mauvais. Now, having said this, I have talked to you. It is your responsibility to go home and then to impart in them whatever good you know, whatever how you learn it, teach it to them. Now, you may ask me, what is it that is considered a good life? Gen de bagay t'a dit qui considère a good life. The first one is a healthy life. On vit qui en santé. Les ou en santé, les ou gagner tout mamou, bah les monde qui étaient là, t'as de l'argent pas là parce que pas de santé. Mais les ou en santé, ou santé, ou mieux à même pour faire les choses. A good life capable de démontrer lui by health. Ah vrai? Lorsque santé ou capable de dire un good life, ah vrai? Mais regardez ça, la Bible a dit, regardez ça, Salomon a dit, dans verset 22, il dit, my instructions, verse 22, for they are life to those who find them, and health to all their body. Ça veut dire, pendant que les bon pour prendre soin corps, pendant que les bon pour lever bonheur pour aller dans le gym, pour sang qu'à circuler, pendant que les bons pour prendre grain d'aspirine chaque jour pour aider sang fin pi fin pour le passer dans le vin nous, pendant que le bon pour faire tout bagage ça, la Bible dit nous, l'on lit parole bon Dieu, et ça moi là oui, c'est pas moi, verset 22 tells me that for their life to those who find them and health. Allez, soulever sur la santé, libibo, pratiquer parole, bon Dieu. Deuxièmement, dans la vie qui fleurit, il a manifesté by living a holy life. Si vous avez la santé, et vous avez un caractère, ou pas un bon caractère, monde de bien. If you have health, but you don't have character, most likely you will use your health to do what is bad. When you have health and you don't glorify God with your health, that is not living a fulfilled life. That is not living a good life. A good life is manifested by not only a healthy life, but also a holy life. But that's not what I'm going to spend the time in today. When you buy a car, if you buy it brand new or if you buy a good second-hand car. In the glove compartment, there is a book, right? My sister just bought a brand new BMW. I'm sure there was a book. So would you think that this book is there just because they wanted to print materials? That book is there because they want you to know how to operate that vehicle. Est-ce que nous l'avons? Nous achetons fruit, malheureusement, pile nous ne pas faire ça. Nous just prend livre là, jeter, the microwave, the washer and dryer. But there is a book that comes with it. And in that book, it will tell you if there's a malfunction. When you see your check engine light, you know something is wrong. So it is for life. So it is for spiritual life. God gave us the manual here. If we don't follow the manual, if we don't take this book so we can have health and holiness, whatever we do, whatever we can call success, it will not amount to anything.
Amen.
Now, how do I get there? That's why we call the sermon the necessary ingredients for a fulfilled life. Verse 23 gives us the first one. Verse 23, par le premier ingrédient qu'on a besoin pour capable la vie qui fleurit. The first ingredient we need to have a fulfilled life, we read it in verse 23. It is to guard our hearts. La Bible dit nous, garde ton cœur. Premier bagage qu'on a besoin, c'est pas celle-là même non, but the first thing, and it is most necessary, if you really want to have a fulfilled life, you need to guard your hearts. Guarding is a military language. Lo ap gade yon gendarme, yon militaire ap gade li sous poste li, la veille, et la veille, li ba dormi, li rete la gel kale, la suivre, qui ça la suivre, si ennemi a fini, et qui ça, nous-mêmes nous, appelé pour nous garder que nous. Now we understand that it is not the organ here. When the Bible many times, for about 800 times, in the Old Testament, this word comes. But for 200 times, it is not the heart that we know, the fleshy heart. But it is mostly, it is for 200 times, the emotions, the volitions. It is the seat of affections. So, let la Bible parler de guard your heart là. Please, young people, it is not talking about our physical heart, but it's talking about our emotions, our thought life. So because God is telling me to guard my thought life, to guard my emotion, I want to understand and I want you to know that there is a war waging for your heart. L'ennemi a une bataille acharnée que lui a menée pour qui ça? Pour le gagner. Pour le gagner. Autrement, if there was no one to reach your heart, to reach your mind, to reach your emotions, the Bible would never tell you to guard your heart. It is very serious. Because you can imagine Solomon, after the experiences that he had, there's also the Bible where Solomon, il fait toute qualité expérience, en pile une mauvaise expérience. Et la chita devant petit parce que Salomon fait expérience côté que des gens qui viennent prendre qualité attaché à mon Dieu, qui détaché à mon Dieu, mener loin mon Dieu. At some point in Solomon's life, he left God. He let his heart be convicted by other people to go away from God. So Solomon, he knew what he was talking about. When he said, guard your heart, it is because he knows how easy it is for somebody to come and get access to your heart and lead you astray. Quand pour ça, il est important pour garder cœur parce que li facile yon people. Et c'est pas yon people seulement, grand monde tout. It's so easy for somebody to come with a different teaching. For somebody to come with somebody that is attractive. It's so easy for this world system to get access to you that you open up a little bit and you realize, oh, I am so far from God. What happened? Because you let the window open your heart and then you get access. Some people, you are exposed to so many things. 13. Commencez ouais, commencez tendre, commencez suivre. 17. Il y a des gens qui ont commencé à penser, oh, the cute man. Et puis, little by little, tical, patical. Il apprend, il a un accès sur, il a rentré, il a fait penser des bagages qu'on pas voulu penser, faire des bagages qu'on pas voulu faire, do things that you never thought you could do. Why? Because you let them in. That's why the Bible is telling us the first ingredient to have a fulfilled life is to guard your heart. Now, Romans 12, Apostle Paul is saying, be not conformed to this world, be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds or of our heart. The heart here means our minds. How can it be that so easy that when they gonna serve you, they were here, they were fervent servant, and then suddenly you look for them, they are no more. They had zeal, they had fire. What happened? And I'm telling you, it does not take long. It does not take long for somebody to be led astray when you're not guarding your heart. The heart is big, the heart is majestic. Il y a des bagages que le cœur a fait ou pas jamais pensé que le a fait. La Bible dit, le cœur de l'homme est tortueux par-dessus tout et il est méchant. The heart in itself is wicked. Il y a des bagages ouais. Et m'a dit ça. Pile mal ou ouais qu'a fait, tu m'as parlé de cœur ça non? Pile mal ou qu'a fait, tu on côté sorti dans cœur pour qui ça? Because you have to conceive it. Est-ce qu'on a même? You have to conceive it. And when you conceive the thought and then you act on it, and when you start acting on the thought and then it becomes a habit, là commencer à agir sous pensée sous ça que dit. Et bien, pour nous, il vient une habitude. Et puisque il vient une habitude, il vient un caractère. C'est qu'on soyez, leur fait mal, c'est vagabond. C'est pas vrai? Ça qui peut être, leur qui des caractères, ça a développé, il vient mener à un destiné. It becomes your destiny because you did not control, you did not guard your heart. But the Bible talks about how to master our heart. We can. C'est ça que Paul dit dans Romains 12 là, oui. How do we do that? By the renewing of our thinking. En nous penser bagaille bon Dieu. The more good things you put here, the more good things that will come out. Amen. Mais si tout le temps, c'est mauvais bagage, mauvais pensée, mauvais habitude, on va aller, mais qu'est-ce qui va arriver? Et bien, on va produire bad things that you planted in your heart. It is necessary that we master our heart. The first ingredient is to guard our heart, our thoughts. Let me give you the second one and maybe the third one because I have 5. The second one, les découler exactement from the heart. The second one is to have a cautious mouth. Verse 24. La Bible dit c'est de l'abondance du cœur que la bouche parle. Est-ce que le bon puits, pas vrai? Le besoin de l'eau, ça fait, ou la gon saut dans le puits, et puis si puits a de l'eau sale, qui s'est sorti de l'eau sale? Si puits a de l'eau sale, sorti. Avec nous, si puits a de l'eau sale, ça sorti. L'eau sale, c'est de l'abondance du cœur que la bouche parle. Eh bien, parole qui a sorti dans la bouche là, à faire qu'on est qui est à cœur. Est-ce qu'on a vu? What I'm saying, brother, I'm saying that what comes out of your mouth, which is the second ingredient that you need to have a fulfilled life, what is coming out of your mouth will tell people who you really are inside. Because when you go in a well, what's in the well, that's what comes out. So if your heart is not mastered, if your heart is not clean, if your heart is not mastered, and if you don't feed your heart with what is right and what is good, les bouches ou parler, ou pas qu'on ait des gens qui bien, exemple, elle a bien bordé, il senti bon, machine dernier modèle, and everything is like things you really would like for yourself. Ooh, smells good. Les paroles qui sortent dans la bouche de ça. What comes out of the mouth of that person that you were looking at and then you thought that person must be a righteous person. Mais ça qui sorti dans la bouche de ça. Faut dire, oh gosh. You need to wash your mouth with soap. Et moi de ça. C'est pas bouche moun pas bon. C'est cœur pas bon. Bouche la forêt. Bouche la dévoilée. Mais c'est cœur qui pas bon. What you put in, that's what you will put out. So we must first guard our heart. We must be careful with our mouth. Third, and I'm done. Third, we see it in verse 25. Next time we go over the rest. You know, when Adam and Eve, and the Bible says, the eyes is a very important thing. We need the eyes. Nous besoin des yeux. Nous besoin des yeux, pas vrai? C'est avec les yeux, me garder, me lire, m'étudier with my eyes. I can read, I can watch TV, I can read big things. But do you know also while the eyes are a way to see, pour nous voir ce qui passe autour de nous, but it is also a window that we have to let the world in. Les Satan en Genèse 3 a tenté Ève, one thing happened. Satan a écouté Ève. Et la Bible a dit Ève gardé. Li printemps, li gardé. Now, the context of this text, m'parle là de parce que young people here, and I don't want to open their minds of things that they are not ready for. But the context of this text is about women. If you read after chapter 5, verse 3 following, it's about women, but I don't think my young people, they are ready for that. But my two brother, the first look, you're not in trouble. Why do you think, let me ask, why do you think they spend a lot of money to make the magazines so well done? Mbak de magazine qui pi bien fait que le genre de magazine décolleté. Couleur yo perfect. Image yo perfect. En pile money dépensé. So the person who is going to expose herself or himself ou pas any blemishes. Monsal perfect. Why? Because they know once your eyes fall on this thing, they get you. Right? The reality is, pour qui ça d'après vous? Pour qui ça d'après vous? L'on regarde star yo dans TV. Pour qui ça ou après d'après vous? Tout ça toujours presque ouvert. Hello? Why is it always open? To attract. To show you, well, this is the way that is showing a good life. C'est pas vrai, non? Dieu. La Bible dit, la convoitise des yeux. My men, my ladies, at first look, you have not seen. Because you have no control over that. Premier regard, on va y contrôle. C'est passé ou dans maquette là, et puis je tombe sous bagarre là. C'est pas où t'as cherché, pas vrai? Did you look for it? No! I'm driving and then that lady with something that she should be wearing in her bedroom, and then she's on the swimming. I have no control over that. I have no control. I didn't look for it. It just came to me. My eyes fell on it. Okay, that's it. But the problem is, I don't stop with a look. I don't stop with the first look. C'est là que je commence à gagner parce que once you film garder, that was so attractive to me. I look at it. And I did not control my eyes. M'pa mettre barricade dans j'aime et puis m'a regarder et puis pendant m'a regarder kounya, m'pa contrôler les yeux et puis vous connaissez Haïti mais cause hey. Maybe before you know it, you try to get a phone number, you try to get a friendship in a place that you had no business with. Why? Because the first look, when you get it, you did not turn your eye. Ou pas diriger, ou pas faire un covenant. Et c'est là la Bible dit, oui, il y a des jeunes garçons qui font un covenant. La Bible dit, I am going to make a covenant with my eyes that I will not look at what is evil. Pour une détermination dit, ouais, je ne vais pas empêcher, ça va passer devant. Mais deuxième regard là, je contrôle sur les scolaires. The second look, I can control that. I can decide whether I will indulge in it or I will reject it. Frères et sœurs, m'a fini là. It is time that we capable de non seulement young people, mais also grand monde. Capable de, you know what? There are things really. Do they really help me live a fulfilled life? Or are they just pleasures of sins that I can enjoy for a short time? And by doing so, destroying my life? Young people, let me ask you, are there not friends of yours that you think that are living a good life? When in fact they are not? Because you see, you think but inside they are miserable. I'm asking you. I have made mistakes. Your parents have made mistakes. They are not perfect parents. I am not a perfect pastor. But I'm asking you, if you really want a fulfilled life, a successful life, whether you go to college or not, whether you excel or not, it will not mean anything if you excel in everything and then you mess up your life, your spiritual life. I'm asking you from now on to make a covenant to guard your heart, to control your mouth, to control your eyes. So God, may be pleased with you. May God bless you. Amen. And nous mettons debout pour nous chanter chanson qui c'est when we walk with the Lord in the light of His